Indu ma'am?
Yes, we can start.
Rajesh sir has come, ma'am.
Yes, we'll start.
Can we start, ma'am? Can I start, ma'am?
Yes, let them join. We'll start. It's already late.
Yes. Rajesh sir, you can share the screen, sir. Indu ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir, I'll start. Good morning, one and all present here. I once again warmly welcome you all to this webinar on health and wellness, which is organized by our college, Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences, Bengaluru. This morning, we had one practical session, which was demonstrated by Dr. Shashidhara sir and his team. Now, we are going to have another practical session on yoga. I take this opportunity to introduce the resource person, Samhita sir. He is the founder and director of Sanatana Yoga Vijnana Kendra, Bengaluru. He has completed his PhD in aromatherapy. He has done his master's in biochemistry, and he has 12 long years of research experience. In addition to that, 7 long years of experience in yoga teaching. He has worked as research associate in Best Biotech Research Labs, also as junior scientist in Azyme Bioscience. He has published 15 publications in national and international journals. He has pursued a yoga instructor course from SVYASA University to build the link between science and spirituality. He has contributed 2 book chapters on yoga and mind, on Marma points in revisiting Indian system of healing and neurobioinformatics, mind-body research in relation to yoga and bioinformatics. Here it is being published by Sarva Sumana Association, Bengaluru, respectively. Now I request Dr. Rajesh sir to kindly present his talk on role of exercises in health and wellness. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for the introduction.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
So, is my slides are visible?
Yes, sir.
So, wherever you are there, sit straight, gently close your eyes. Let us chant 3 times Omkara. Take a deep inhalation. Once again, inhale. Once again, inhale. Release. Yeah. Let us start our talk. I think the people who attended the last talk, they might remember the slides, especially this slide. So if you want to have a good health, you should have a flow of good prana and the stable nadis and the prana vayus should be in equilibrium, and Vata, Pitta, Kapha, that should be in equilibrium, and the stable chakras. So all these things are important if you want to have a good health. Health in the sense, I'm just reminding you once again, it is swastha. In the last class or in the last presentation, I had told you what is the difference between the health and the swastha. So we need to, if you need to be a swastha purusha or swasthya purusha, then you should have these proper, the pranavayus, stable nadis, and vata, pitta, kapha, and chakras. So the thing is, see, whenever we are learning the things, always we should go from known to unknown. Okay? Even in the research also, you might be doing many research, even life science or anything. Okay? Always in the research, you should always go from known to unknown. That means there will be some things you know, you will catch that point, then you start analyzing the unknown things. It is very difficult to go from unknown to unknown. Okay, so that is why here also we are going from known to unknown. That means, see, you know the physical body. If you keep your physical body, your mind will be healthy. If you keep your mind healthy, then your you will lead a life of spirituality. So that is the principle here. If your body itself is not healthy, definitely your mind cannot be healthy. When your mind cannot be healthy, definitely you cannot lead a spiritual life or the swastha purusha life or the swastha purusha. You cannot be a swasthya purusha. So that is why the body, the physical body, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, maintaining that is very important. If you could maintain that, it means that your pranavayu is working properly, and the nadis, in the last presentation I had told you, it's a path of the movement of the pranavayu that will be, you will not be having that will be proper, and vata pitta will be in equilibrium, and the chakras will be stable. It is only when you keep your body strong and stable. For the stable nadis, I want to give an example. For example, imagine you're traveling from here to Mandya, okay, Mysore or Mandya district or Mysore, anywhere. It's around nearly from Bangalore to Mandya, it is around 80 kilometers. I'm just giving an example. Nearly 6 or 7 years back, they did a survey. In that survey, what they came to know that is, in nearly 70 to 80 kilometers, there are around 78 humps were there. That means the speed breakers were there. If that is the case, what happens to the vehicle? It never get that speed to travel. Each kilometer, you will have a speed breaker, then again you have to restart. The same thing happens with the nadis. That speed breakers in the nadis, it is called as pranic blocks. That means which hinders the movement of the flow of prana. Those are called pranic blocks. Those pranic blocks can be removed through the exercise. For example, since we are in the online, in the offline, we can show examples very easily. See, if you make the people to sit straight for nearly half an hour or 1 hour, they will not be able to sit. What happens? After 10-15 minutes, the body goes like this. Then half an hour, it goes like this. Then it starts going like this. Okay, we will sit like this. That is because of there is no pranic flow, proper pranic flow at the back. So it is hindered by the pranic blocks. Okay, so that is why with the exercises, with the yogic exercises, we have to make our body or the nadis which is free of the pranic blocks. If it is free of pranic blocks, you will not feel those problems. So that is why we need the yogic exercises. So once you are done with that, once your body is ready, so naturally it will lead to a good mind. Then in turn it leads to a good swasthya purusha, as definition we have seen in the last class. Okay. So with this basic background, let us enter into today's talk, that is role of yogic exercises in health. What practically happens? So according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there is a sutra called Tato Dvandva Anabhigataha. That means by doing the exercise, what happens? It removes the duality in life. That is the first thing which happens by doing the yogic exercises. That means you will not have confusions. Dvandva Anabhigataha means it is the ambiguity in life that is getting removed through the yogic exercises. Then again in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, they say that Tatra Pratyekatanata Dhyanam. That means here they mentioned what is dhyana, but this thing will help you to concentrate on some particular object or some particular thought. So that is nothing but Tatra Pratyekatanata Dhyanam. You will be able to concentrate. I think there was a talk yesterday related to stress and all. The basic feature of this stress and other things is you are not able to concentrate on anything. Here also, our students, they come with the problems. The customers or clients will come with the same problem. That means they are not able to concentrate on one particular thing. So in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, they have mentioned the dhyanam. So that is nothing but it helps in concentrating on one particular point. Then in Hatha Yoga Pratipika, they say yato nishcharati manaschanchalam astram tatasto niyamya tadatmanyeva vasham nayet. So it is again that whenever the mind wanders away or restless, this is the same characteristics of a stressed person. So when it is restless, so what you have to do is just take it back and focus it on God. Here the God means nothing like any idol or anything like that. It is just some object or on some particular thought. Keep on, bring it back or pull it back. So that will help you to calm your mind. Again, there is in Dhiranda Samhita, there is one more shloka that is Chale Vatam Chale Chittam Nishchalam Bhavet Yogi Satanutmanoti Tato Vayu Nirodhayet. That means when the mind is disturbed, the body is disturbed or the breathing is disturbed. When the breathing is disturbed, the mind is disturbed. So what you have to do is get the steadiness over the mind. Get the steadiness over the breathing. Get the steadiness over the breathing. As already in the starting I told you, always you should go from known to unknown. So known is the breathing pattern. So try to concentrate on the breathing pattern. Then you will be able to get the steadiness over the mind. So that is what in Dhiranda Samhita it says. So for that, there are some exercises in yoga. Some people might ask, why not any other exercises? Okay, whenever I say, even a walking is an exercise, doing a gym is an exercise, or doing something is an exercise. Why only the yogic exercises you need? See, what happens in other type of the exercises is our mind is not stable. Not stable in the sense, for example, imagine you are at gym. You are in gym, okay? You're doing the treadmill. When you're doing the treadmill, either you will use a earphone and keep on listening on some songs, and or you'll be watching the TV and you'll be doing the treadmill, where your mind is outside your body. Okay. Then again, the same way, when you're doing walking with the friends and walking with the family or somebody, what you will do, you will talk on some unnecessary things or some movies. So when you keep on talking on something else, again, your mind is outside your body. But in yoga, we want your mind to stay in your body. So that is the principle behind this yogic exercises. If your mind, for example, now also in the modern yoga, they use mirrors to do yoga. That means in front of you there will be a mirror, like how it is in the gym. Even I don't suggest even that also, because whenever you are doing some particular exercises, your mind should be in your body. But what happens there? Your mind will be in the mirror. So that will not give the complete yogic benefits. So that is why the mind should not be outside the body, it should be inside the body. That is why we have to prefer the yogic exercises. So what are all the exercises? There are some exercises related to the breathing exercises. There are many things. I will touch some of the exercises. So breathing. So why we do the breathing? It will be a slow, deep, rhythmic breathing is the goal of breathing practices. That means you should be able to concentrate on your breath. Okay, so that is the main purpose. And the aim is to develop the awareness of breathing. So when you could able to analyze or keep your awareness on the breathing, again, what you're doing is you're training your mind to stay the mind in your body. So that is the purpose. Then by doing the breathing, all the lobes of the lungs will be utilized. And there are some karmas, that is actually in Hatha Yoga, they say before going to any asana or before going to any exercises, your body should be cleansed. So that is called as Shat Karma. It is told only in Hatha Yoga. Shat Karma means it is a 6 karma you have to perform. So what are all those 6 karma? One is the Neti, other one is Dhauti, third one is Nauli, Bhasti, Kapala Bhati, and Trataka. So all these 6 karmas will help you to remove the toxins from your body. So first thing is the Neti. So Neti, what we will do? We will take the salt water. Okay. Again, salt. So science people, I can easily talk in the terms of science. Here, what they are doing is they are taking the saline, that is normal saline. It is not hypertonic or it is not hypotonic. Okay, they are taking the normal saline, which is 0.8% salt. So that is what they are using, and they will take that salt water, which is lukewarm salt water. Then they will pour in the left nostril or the right nostril and take it out from the other nostril. Again, from the other direction, they will do, and they will cleanse both the nostril. This is called as Jalaneti. This is called as Jalaneti. And if they use the cotton wick, now they are not using the cotton wick. Now they use the rubber catheter, rubber tube, a small, which is around 1 mm dia, okay, 1 or 2 mm dia. So they will insert that rubber catheter through one nostril and take it out from the mouth, okay, and they cleanse it. That is called as Sutraneti, okay. So with both of this, the nostrils, the passage of the movement of prana or the root will be cleared. Okay, so you will be able to breathe properly. And next is Dhauti. See, now we are cleansed this nostril part. Then the next part is from esophagus, that esophagus part, from pharynx to the stomach. That pipe should be. Sorry. Dr. Fatima Banu, it is getting disturbed. I think you are unmute. Somebody has unmute.
Sir, I have muted her, sir. Sorry. Sometimes by mistake it will happen.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, sir. I have unmuted it.
Okay, madam.
You can carry on.
So Dhauti. So Dhauti is from, again, cleansing the food pipe. So what we will do is, here we do take nearly 3 inches width the cotton cloth, okay, which is around 3 to 5 meters, or starting with the 1 meter, okay. They will take and they will swallow that. They will swallow that and it reaches up to the stomach. Then they will take it out, okay. So with this process, what happens is, whatever the toxins which is deposited in the food pipe in the form of yellow color, it just comes with the cloth. So that is the cleansing of the food pipe. With the same thing, and one more is there is one more called as Vamana Dhauti. Vamana Dhauti means they will drink nearly 8 to 10 glasses of water. It is depending on their capacity. Here, whenever I say it is the water, it is always keep that thing in mind that it's isotonic solution, isotonic saline. Okay. So they will drink up to here, then they will vomit it. So that is called as Vamana Dhauti. And there is one more technique called as Danda Dhauti. They will drink nearly 4 to 5 glasses of saline, that is water, lukewarm water. Then they will keep a rubber catheter, which is nearly 1 inch width or 1 inch dia. So they will take it like this and they will insert into the food pipe. Then the water comes out through that particular through that the rubber catheter. So that is why it is also called as Gajakarni. Because why it is called as Gajakarni is, whenever the water is coming out through that catheter, you feel like the elephant is through the trunk, it is just pouring out the water. So that is why it is called as even Gajakarni. Then the other technique is the Nauli. Nauli is the movement of the abdominal muscles. Movement of the abdominal muscles and strengthening the lower abdominal muscles. You might have seen Baba Ramdev. He used to move his stomach here, right side, left side, and rotation, all those things. Those things and all comes as a Nauli. And the other one is Bhasti. Bhasti is cleansing of the colon or the intestinal part. Intestine or the end part, colon part. Okay. So what here they do is, again, they will put the saline. It is also called as yogic enema. Yogic enema. If you know what is enema, then it is very easy to understand. They'll insert a pipe, the lukewarm saline water. Then they nearly 500 to 500 ml water they will insert it. Then if you just remove that pipe, it will come out of all those which is collected in the colon. Everything will come out of the body. Then another one is Kapala Bhati. Kapala Bhati is again cleansing the Kapala is the skull. Okay, skull part, that is usually we say it as the forehead. Bhati means shining. It will make the skull to shine. So that is what the Kapala Bhati. It is the exhalation process, active exhalation and passive inhalation. With both the nostrils, there are many different types of Kapala Bhati is there. So they just exhale actively and inhale passively. So that is Kapala Bhati. And the other one is the Trataka. Trataka is for eyes. Okay. So to strengthen your eyes, the Trataka, usually there are 2 types of Trataka. One is Jyoti Trataka, other one is Jatru Trataka. So Jyoti Trataka is concentrating on a flame, which is nearly 2 feet distance in front of your eyes, and you have to just concentrate on the flame. So till your eyes waters. Okay. So that is one technique, that is Trataka, which strengthens your eyes. So these are all the prerequisite. According to Hatha Yoga, I am telling, these are all the prerequisite to start the asanas. That means first you have to cleanse your body, then you have to go for the asanas. So after cleansing the body, again, there are two types of vyayama. We call it as vyayama or exercises. So there are two types. That is, one is sukshma vyayama and other one is shitilikarana vyayama. So in the sukshma vyayama, what we do is, it is for the joints. So wherever you find joints in your body, so the exercise is done for that particular joints. And Shitilikarana Vyayama, it is mainly for spine, backbone, muscles, and the spinal column. Shitilikarana Vyayama. Sukshma Vyayama is bit slow and steady. Shitilikarana Vyayama is bit fast, because that is done for the flexibility. So in Sukshma Vyayama, so joints are the place in our body where two or more than two bones are connected with each other with the help to swing, turn, bend our head, torso, and limbs. So all the joints, whatever you see in the body, okay, there are many joints are there. So all those joints is done here. Then joints are vulnerable to many injuries. So Vyayamas help in maintaining the balance of strengthening and stretching, which lengthens ligaments, tendons, and muscles. Then routine yoga helps in preventing conditions such as osteoarthritis, in which cartilage protects the joint to deteriorate. Then repetition of exercises will help in squeezing nutrients and blood in the cartilage in order to be healthy and compresses body joints. You might know that these cartilages, especially these knee related cartilages, they are not supplied with blood vessels or veins. Okay. So whatever the nutrients is required for that, it has to be absorbed from the peripheral tissue or peripheral parts. So that is why these sukshma vyayama, that means loosening of the joints, will help you to maintain the healthiness of that particular cartilage. And strengthening of joints refers to strengthening of muscles which supports the joints. That is what I told now. So the cartilage is not supplied with your blood veins or nerves or something like that. So the nutrients has to be from the peripheral or the neighboring tissues. So if the neighboring tissues are strengthened, definitely the cartilage will be healthy. Then, so according to studies, meditation, asana, combination of these two will help in reducing the pain in people who are suffering with chronic conditions, back pain and arthritis. So there are some sukshma vyayamas shown. One is the wrist rotation, then the hand rotation, okay, then the neck rotation. Neck is also called as griva. You might heard the name of Sugriva from Ramayana. Sugriva. Okay, so Sugriva means the length, which a very good length he had that neck. Okay, that is why it's called as Sugriva. So neck rotation, then the shoulder rotation, then hip rotation, then knee rotation, then the ankle rotation. So which are all related to the joints. Then Shitilikarana Vyayama. So mainly, as already I told you, it is for the flexibility to the muscles and joints and spines. So the purpose, the objective is to remove the lethargy and tiredness in the body, So whenever you feel tired or whenever you feel fatigue, if you do this particular Shitilikarana Vyayama, immediately the body gets charged up. For example, if you are sitting for a long time for a lecture or sitting for a long time in a seminars or something like that, just if you 1 or 2, if you do it at that particular time, the body gets charged up. Then build up the stamina of the body. So Shitilikarana Vyayama, then discipline the body, mind complex. Then the benefits: remove the blocks and tightness in the muscle, strengthens them. So already I told you the pranic blocks so will be mostly removed by this Shitilikarana Vyayama. Increases the flexibility of ligaments, increase the body mobility and makes it flexible, develops coordination and equilibrium, improves the blood circulation and metabolism. So this is very much required. Why? Some people ask me, sir, every day I do 5 kilometers of walking and that is enough. No, why I should do yoga? So again, here there is an answer. See, when you do walking, not all muscles will work. Okay, only certain set of muscles will work. So if you want to make work all the muscles, then the yogic exercises is very important. So where it improves the circulation and the metabolism in the muscles, because muscles are the places which gives the energy. Whatever you say, the ATP, it is produced there because bone does not have any these metabolism functions. Okay, so only the muscle, if the muscle work properly, then all other things are there. And one more thing is the muscles is supplied with the nerves. Okay, so those nerves will give the message to the brain. If muscle itself is not working properly, then what message can nerve take to the brain? So that will create a problem. So that is why we require all the muscles, whatever, nearly I think 600 types of muscles are there in the body. So each and every muscle should work properly. Then strengthens immunity, then increases vital lung capacity and increases the stamina and facilitates the cleansing of the nadis. That already I told you, remove the pranic blocks, then activates energy centers, chakras. When these pranic blocks are removed, so nadis will get cleared. That means the path of the prana will get cleared. When the path of the prana get cleared, so naturally it activates the chakra, which is the concentrated place of these nadis. Then prepare for practice of more complex asanas and pranayama as understands. Then Shitilikarana Vyayama, again there is a jogging, is also is a Shitilikarana Vyayama, a type of jogging. Different types of jogging are there. That means touching your heels to the buttocks, that is one type of jogging, and touching your elbows to the knees, that is also one type of jogging, and touching your heels to the elbows when you are jogging, so that is also a type of jogging. Then side twist, there are many other poses, hip twist, hip rotation, knee rotation, all these things, all, and this whatever they are performing in the photo is the forward and backward bend. So that is also, or sometimes it's also called as Mukhadauti. So these are all the Shitilikarana Vyayamas which you might have done. Only thing is you have to concentrate on breathe and do it. Then after doing this Sukshma Vyayama and Shitilikarana Vyayama, we will enter into the asanas. Okay, we have to do the asanas. So in asanas, what happens is we are stretching particular type of muscle or particular part of the body. So there are 4 types of asanas which is mentioned. One is standing postures, and in sitting postures, and prone postures, and supine postures. So these are all the 4 postures which they mention it in the books. So in the standing postures, so many people ask, which are all the asanas? How many asanas are there? See, according to Hatha Yoga, there are, according to Hatha Yoga, they mention nearly 80 types of asanas, 80 types of asanas. But according to Shiva Samhite, they say how much ever life forms are there in the universe, that much type of asana are there. Okay. But if you take the Iyengar, BKS Iyengar book, he nearly shows nearly 1008 types of asanas, 1008 types of asanas. So there is no number because these asanas are formed or created by seeing the nature. Okay, by seeing the nature. For example, Vrikshasana and camel pose, okay, and Shalabhasana. Shalabha is nothing but the this one not grasshopper. Shalabha is nothing but the grasshopper. So like that, by seeing the nature, they have created the asana. So that's why there is no specific number. So you have lots of asana, but whenever you are daily practicing, it is always better to do one or two standing postures, one or two sitting postures, one or two prone postures, and one or two supine posture. After doing this Sukshma and Shitilikarna Vyayamalu, once you've done the loosening, then do all these postures. So I'll just give what is asana and what is the advantage in one example. Okay, by pictures I will show. So the benefits asana is they stretch and relax the nerves. As already I have mentioned you, the muscles is supplied with the nerves. So if the muscles are working properly, a proper message will go to the brain through the nerves. If that is not working properly, just one sec, sorry. So the muscles is supplied with the nerves. If the muscles are proper, then the proper message goes to the brain. So that is what the asana will do. Then creating a pleasant feeling of relaxation, increasing flexibility and promoting the free flow of energy through the body. This one you have to experience yourself. If you are previously, if you are done your gym and now you are doing your yoga, you can feel the difference very clearly. When you do the gym or other forms of exercises and come back home, you will feel tired. Just you want to lie down on the bed. But it is opposite in the case of the yogic exercises. When you do yogic exercises and take a relaxation and come out, you will be more energetic. So that is the difference. The people who has done both, they will know the difference very clearly. Practically, they will know. And they nourish and tone specific and often neglected organs and glands by redirecting the flow of blood, lymph, and mental concentration to that area. So that is the importance in the yogic exercises or asanas, because there are some neglected parts which we never use. If you just concentrate on your body, this part we never use. Whatever exercise you do, the just or towards your right side, just go around 45 degrees angle. That part we call it as, in the gym terms, they'll call it as the tire, no? That fat which is deposited, we never use that particular part. So like that, there are many parts in our body where which is neglected. That means those parts it will reach, the asanas, specific asanas will reach that particular part. And the hormones secreted by the endocrine glands control our physical, mental, and emotional states. By balancing this hormonal secretion, yoga asanas promote optimal physical and emotional condition. you might have know these happy hormones. We call it as serotonin and dopamine or the happy hormones, which are all released. See how when it is released, if the muscles gives proper information to the brain. What we are doing is we are training the muscles to become healthy. So naturally it will give a healthy information, proper information to the brain. So that's why in all over the body, the exocrine and endocrine hormones are released. So it makes our all other metabolisms proper. So that's why most of the people has a complaint with the sugar complaints. Okay, they will within 7 days of time, the sugar level will come to normal with these yogic exercises. That is practically it is there. So we have even documentation for that also. Practically, it will come to the normal level, and they enable the practitioner to divert the flow of energy to higher centers in the body, giving control over desire and subtle of awareness. This is bit higher level of the yoga, where we initially, as already I told you, initially we concentrate on the body because of the pain. Then from that we concentrate on the breathe. Okay. So from that, the breathe, we concentrate on the chakras. It is bit higher levels. Once you keep on practicing, these are all you can experience. Then through the use of the breath, they purify the blood and improve the calmness, concentration, and depth of the perception. 1 minute. I forgot to explain one slide because that point came. I missed this slide. Sorry. Since that this point came, I just remembered the slide. Okay, through use of the breath, they purify the blood and promote calmness, concentration, and depth. See, there is a new technique in the hospitals. If you are no hospitals nearby your house, just see to this. There is a therapy called I think HPOT or HABT something. They call it as hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So what they do is here, even when I was having coffee in one of the hotels, there is one hospital called In Vivo. They used to mention all these different technical names, that therapy, this therapy, everything. Then just I came and searched, what is this therapy? Hyperbaric oxygen therapy. The name is hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Here, what they do is they, you might have known, there is a oxygen clubs are there. So they will put the oxygen for some time, oxygen mask for some time, and they'll make you to sleep. This is the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and they mentioned that this clears all those all many diseases. So that is what we are doing in yoga. And that opposite to that, there is a one more technique in the Nimhans. Okay, so they use it for only for some people. What they do in that particular technique is they will reduce the concentration of oxygen and increase the concentration of carbon dioxide. When they reduce the concentration of oxygen and increase the concentration of carbon dioxide for some time, what they say is the brain gets activated since it will not get the oxygen. So immediately they get activated and it starts to work. For some of the mental patients, they use this particular technique. There is a technique that is some technique is called as carbon dioxide depletion or oxygen depletion therapy or something is there. But again, they are following this one. So in Kapalabhati, that is what happens when you keep on exhaling continuously. So what happens inside? It will be increased with the little bit of carbon dioxide concentration. So naturally, the brain gets less of oxygen. So immediately it gets activated. That is what the yogic exercises will do. Sorry, I forgot that slide, so that's why I explained now, since I saw that particular point. Okay. Then through the use of the balance and motionless, they promote mental steadiness and calm. So, in the asanas, if you hold it for longer time, you will get steadiness. Okay. And the mind also will become steady. Then through strengthening and cleaning the organs of elimination. They make the body free of toxins and the mind clear. There is one asana called shoulder stand. Okay, shoulder stand. It is called as Sarvangasana. See, again, in all my talks, I tell the problem is the exact translation of this Sanskrit terms to English. It's very difficult. Here we say it as shoulder stand, but in Sanskrit we say it as Sarvangasana. The name it's totally different. Okay, shoulder stand is what you do. What they say is we are just putting all our weight on your shoulders, so the whole body weight will be on your shoulder. That's all it says. But in Sanskrit, it says Sarvangasana. Sarvangasana means it's called as queen of asanas. That means Sarva Anga Asana. For each and every part of the body, you are getting the asana, or something is getting stretched. So that is Sarvangasana. So mainly with that asana, most of the toxins gets removed. Most of the toxins gets removed. That's why it's called as queen of the asana. Then through use of concentration, they promote mental stability and perception. So for each asanas, you need a concentration, so which definitely improves your mental stability. So this is one of the example of standing asana, which is the Trikonasana. Okay, triangle posture. Again, you can see there are different parts of the bodies get activated. So muscles get activated. The main thing is we need to stretch the muscles. So that is getting activated. Then again, it's a camel posture. Again, sitting on one of the asana. Again, different muscles get activated. So to experience it, you should do it properly. If you don't do it properly, you will not get these experiences. If you hold it for some time, for at least for 20 seconds, that is minimum, I'm telling. Okay, actually minimum 3 minutes you have to hold, but starting at least for 10 15 seconds or 30 seconds, if you could able to hold this posture, then you could be able to analyze this stretchings, okay, in your body. Then again, this is the supine posture, which is called as Virabhadrasana, or sorry, Virasana. That's Supta Virasana. We call it as Supta Virasana. Again, you can feel the supine is lying down on your spine. Okay. Again, this is one of the asana which gives stretches in many parts of the body. Then prone posture. Again, Dhanurasana. It is called as Dhanurasana. Again, you get different stretches in the body. So this is the reason why. So whenever you are practicing every day, or if you have the routine practice of yoga, it's better to practice all types of asana, one or two. So like one standing asana, one sitting asana, one prone asana, and one supine asana. So that will make your whole body active and gives a lot of strength to the body and mind. And one more thing is, this is not for one day. You will not get the results in 1 day or 2 days, especially these asanas. It takes its own time, but once you are perfect with that, definitely you will be the healthiest person in the world. And one more thing you should remember, that yoga or yogic exercises is not the prescription. Some people, they come to me and they ask me, sir, doctor has told I have BP. Sir, doctor has told I have sugar or diabetes. Sir, make me to do this asana so that it will reduce this particular problem. For example, diabetes. Sir, make me to do Vakrasana. It will help particular problem. Sir, make me to do some Vajrasana. It will help me to reduce the BP. Like that they come. So for everybody, for those kind of people, I always tell, it is not a prescription. Yogic exercise is not a prescription. It's a practice. It is not like that. You come to me, I will teach on asana. it will clear the problem. No, it is not like a tablet. That means diclofenac. I have a headache. I will give a diclofenac. It will get over. No, it's not like that. It is a practice where you have to adapt to your lifestyle or daily living. Then only these yogic exercises will help. Otherwise, it is just mere than exercise. Even if you do for 3 years or 6 years or 10 years, just you will be doing it. There will not be any results, okay, as you think. So that is why the regular practice of the yogic exercises with the awareness is very important. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you have any doubts, you are free to ask.
Thank you, sir. A wonderful session.
Thank you, madam.
Participants, if you have any questions to ask, you can raise questions to sir directly, or you can text your queries in the text box.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Sir, if we are practicing like exercises you said as in the gym or strength exercises, like we have those weights, etc. So how do we switch from them to yoga? Can we switch directly or should we keep doing them along with them yoga?
Can you come once again with that question?
So like if we are practicing exercising regularly, not yoga, but the different gym exercises, we have like
Breaking.
lunges and all, lunges, abs and all that. So should we switch directly or should we keep doing them also and then we should switch gradually to yoga? We can stop doing that and start this, or should we keep on doing them also and yoga also?
No, what the yoga says is you should define your purpose for what you are doing. Anything you do, before that you do yoga. That is what the yoga says. Anything you do, either you do gym or you do jogging or you build your body, anything. But before that, at least for half an hour, perform yoga and go for that particular whatever your objective is there. So that is what the yoga says. But again, you should define the purpose. See, the thing is, if I want to build the body, what is the purpose of building body? That you should think. For example, for a soldier, you need that strongest body. So he cannot get everything with the yoga. So he has to perform many other exercises to get the strengthness. So that is why you should define your purpose. So I want to keep my body calm, flexible, and mind concentrated to study and to do many other works. Like for example, from morning 3 o'clock to evening 11 o'clock, I want to work. So yoga will be the best thing. So it which activates your body and keep your body activated. Got it?
Yes, sir. So like if we have only half an hour, so should we go with yoga and stop doing gym and all those things? Like if we have half an hour every day.
Okay. So again, you have to define your purpose. Okay. If you have a half an hour, you have to define by doing so something, either yoga or gym, what you want to do. If you want to study and if you want to build a sattvic mind and if you want to keep your body very flexible, yoga is better. Or if you want to fight with somebody, hit somebody, then your gym is better.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So the burning of calories will be same if we do half an hour yoga and half an hour gym.
Yes, madam. According to the calculation, 12 Surya Namaskara is equal to 12 kilometers of walking. But that does not mean that 1 Surya Namaskara is equal to 1 kilometer of walking.
Okay. Sir, 12 Surya Namaskara means 6 pairs or 12 into 2, 24?
No, 12 Surya, 6 pairs.
Left, right, like that?
Yeah, that's but 12. Proper. Okay.
7.
Proper stretching has to be there. There are many people, they do Surya Namaskara, just keep on doing Surya Namaskara, where the no proper stretches are there. Proper stretch, if you do it, it is almost equal to 12 kilometers of walking.
Sir, another question, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
madam.
are there any resources like on YouTube or some channel which we can follow to learn yoga from starting?
Madam, there are many are there, but always I suggest,
With the guru, you should learn.
yeah, with guru, in front of the guru, you perform and get the knowledge. Because what happens is, see, there are many gurus in the internet or in the YouTube, but they will not react to your mistakes. That is the problem. Okay. If you don't learn your mistakes, some guru has to say what is your mistake. If you're not done that, you keep on practicing the wrong thing for your lifetime. Again, that will create a problem. It's always, even in my class, I always suggest everyone to attend offline rather than online, because online will not be able to see what is their performance and what is the angle what they're performing. We will not be able to see that. So that it's always better to learn with the guru in front of him offline always.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you for answering the question, sir. Any other questions, dear participants?
So,
Yes, madam.
if we do any wrong method of yoga, is there any disadvantages to our body?
Definitely.
Does it harm us?
Definitely. Definitely it is. You need
It
an
is
example?
better not doing wrong things than doing the wrong things. I think it is.
Better not to do it.
Yeah.
Definitely it is there, madam. If you do the wrong practices, for example, many people, they do wrong practices in pranayama. So again, that will create a problem. Not now. In future, they will create a problem for after a long time. That is one thing. And one more thing is, frankly speaking, before doing prana, they have a new trend that within 1 hour we make you to do everything. Within 1 hour, they make you to do everything. What they do is they will 40 minutes or 45 minutes they'll make you to do so many asanas and vyayamas. It will sweat you a lot. After that, after 5 minutes, they will make you to sit for pranayama. Again, that is a very wrong practice which is followed in the modern era. It's a very wrong practice. You should not do that, because once once the asanas are done or once the exercises are done, the pranic blocks are removed and your prana movement will be uneven distribution. Okay, unevenly distributed. So what happens that is, immediately if you sit pranayama, then that will create a problem. Okay, so but actually after doing asanas, minimum at least 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, they should give a relaxation. Then they should perform the pranayama. Then only that is correct procedure. If you do just after asana, after immediately doing many exercises, if you sit for pranayama, again that is a wrong protocol. But since they say time is very less and they want to show everything we will do, so that is why they immediately they make you to do pranayama, which is a wrong method, and that is one wrong method they are performing. And there are some centers, they want to decrease the weight. So weight reduction through yoga, they say, and every day doing 50, 100, 75 Surya Namaskaras. You keep on doing. There nobody will be teach. Nobody will be teaching there. They just once they teach one day and they make you to do every day. You have to go and do 50 to 75 Surya Namaskara. Just join there and do it and come back. No proper relaxation and no. They're only concentrated on weight reduction. Even that is also, it is a wrong procedure. It will create a problem for them, for their health.
I hope your question is answered, Soundarya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
If there are no questions, you can.
Yes,
end.
sir. Thank you, sir, on behalf of our college. I
Thank you.
thank you for accepting our invitation and delivering the talk again. This is your second talk, and I thank all the participants who have actually participated and made this session successful. We have given you the feedback link in the chat box. So do give us a feedback. And we have tomorrow one more session that is at 8 a.m. The session will be on health, wellness, and exercises. The talk will be delivered by Miss Sudha ma'am at 8 o'clock. With this, we can end the meeting, no ma'am?
Yes, we can. End.
Yeah. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so
once
much,
again.
sir. Thank you, everyone. So all of you, tomorrow morning, last session, please join 5 minutes before the session begins
Yes, ma'am.
and make use of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, one and all. Have a great day.